So George, we're down here with you today in Shaftesbury. I suppose the last time we were out here was in September.
That's right, yeah.
So I can see as soon as I was driving in that the yard's changed a little bit.
That's right, yeah. We've got a bit of a development going on here.
Yeah. So tell me, I suppose, what you're doing with the yard. You're obviously expanding a little bit.
That's right. So we've got just over an acre of extra yard which we've purchased from the guy next door. So we've demolished the yard to give us more open space. As you can see, we're extending the office to give an entrance hall for the customers coming in and a new customer parking to make it easier to keep all the lorries safe when coming in for loading. So yeah, just a general keep the place tidy and give us a bit more room for stuff going on, really.
Yeah. And what else have you been up to since we were last here?
So yeah, we've been busy away. We've had a lot busier time than expected with Brexit and obviously the COVID-19 all going on. It's been a pretty strong year for us. 2020 turned out to be a really good year overall, which from the start of the year was not to be expected really. So we're really positive with that. Going into 2021, it was a real unknown really for many businesses, and we're very fortunate in the agricultural sector for contractors, main dealers, obviously food suppliers, things carry on and people get the business done. So it's been a challenging start to the year with the new rules for Brexit. Mm-hmm. It's definitely been back to school learning, but we're on the right road to getting it all back going again, and it's all working out really well.
Bringing it back to the main point that you brought up there, Brexit is the word on everybody's lips at the moment.
Yeah, that's right.
So tell me, how has that impacted you? Has it impacted you at the beginning of the year? Are you starting to get into the swing of things now?
Yeah, so the end of last year, a couple of our guys in the office, they were working away, trying to work out the procedures, what we'd have to do to go forwards into 2021, which was really, although we had all the information, it was still unknown until we actually turned the year. We went in as a positive start. The first few weeks back were tough going because rules were changing, there was rumours on things happening. We've got a good shipping agent, we've got everything in hand, and getting the customers' confidence to buy for export, and things are moving nicely. We've got a really good procedure now. There's a lot more input from our business point of view with cleaning of the vehicles, preparing for sale, which has slowed the process down. We've had to bring more staff in to cope with the numbers. But yeah, we're overcoming that and it's working away well.
So obviously you've had to change your routine since the new Brexit regulations have come in.
That's right, yeah.
Just run me through the routine of obviously when you get a tractor in, you're bringing it off the lorry, what kind of happens?
So when the tractor comes to us now from the 1st of January 2021, there's new rules for Brexit for exporting. So now the tractor before would come to us, we'd give her a quick wash, present on the website, and quite often she'd be sold in a number of hours, a couple of days. We get her cleaned up, whether she's been exported, retailed, to how it goes through the workshop. Now we're preparing things differently because of a good bulk of the tractors we sell, especially the topper end young tractors are going for export, and also the older tractors. We have to clean them to such a standard, which is to AFA standard, which is a government body. The tractors have got to be cleaned, not just cleaned visually, but physically, everything underneath. There's a half an hour deep inspection before they're sent. So now a tractor will come to us, it will line up like before, it would go to an airline bay, which we've got a lad on. He literally airlines the tractor for 2.5 hours underneath in the cabs, preparing for the wash bay. It then goes to the wash bay for 3/4 of the day. Then it goes in another line, then it goes to the valeting bay where it's polished, cleaned in the cabs. Quite often panels are moved, seats removed, so it's cleaned to a very high standard. We can then put it on the website, which then is a lot longer procedure because we get it on, it's all clean and nice, so that when we have then sold it, it goes straight to another part of the yard, ready for its certificate for export. We're doing it like this because if we sell prior to cleaning, it just slows the whole process. So we have the company now that come to us for the certificate, come here every Monday. So if we sell something Friday, we could be having an inspection Monday and it can be collected, or we can deliver it on the Tuesday. So the turnaround time is relatively small compared to what it could be.
Yeah.
So all our regular customers know what timescales we work on. If they buy before Monday, the tractor can have a certificate, which unfortunately there is a cost of certificate, which us as a company, we absorb in the price. So the agreed deal is with all the paperwork, Unfortunately, there's more to it than just the cleaning certificate. We've got to liaise with the transport company, and we need the customer's details, numerous, depending on what borders the tractor crosses to get to its destination. So there's a lot of in-depth paperwork which we handle all in-house. We've got people here that arrange that for the customer, so it is hassle-free buying. We can arrange the transport. So although it sounds a scary undertaking, going forward, you know, it's not as bad as it sounds, but it is definitely doable.
It's what you need to do to make it easier for the customer. The customer knows they're not going to wait as
That's
long
right,
on the
exactly.
other side of it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, so it's all keeping it minimum downtime, and getting the goods delivered is the key. So you know, it's working out. It's going well.
And how are you finding it at the moment, I suppose, exporting to places like Ireland and other places within the EU?
So Ireland's very similar to the rest of the world, really, to be honest. Sending a tractor to Ireland is no different to me sending it to America or wherever else it may go. So Northern Ireland, they're very strict. We obviously need to liaise with the haulier. The paperwork needs to be done. The Irish hauliers are coming in. Their job is much harder because of getting the truck before you could load a load of tractors and send them away, but obviously all the paperwork needs to match the lorry and the driver and the customer, so it's a bit of a puzzle really, but it's we're getting through it, and it's working out, but it's just getting people's confidence to assure them that we can do the job for them. Yeah,
exactly. And I suppose it is a little bit difficult when you're sending two separate tractors to two different customers on the same lorry.
That's correct. That's it. It's tying the whole situation in. But you know, we've got regular customers which are buying weekly, so we can try and piece together to make it, you know, most cost effective for the customer. So it's not too bad.
And I suppose for yourself, since the start of January, you haven't really found a downturn in business?
So the first week back, admittedly, we were sort of a bit unknown in the dark, but then we were throttle on and away we went. So we're full steam ahead. Good quality tractors are coming and they are going very fast. But there's a good strong trade, which is good to see, and obviously people are investing in the products and looking for the future with agriculture, so it's good to see.
So there's still a good strong market
Definitely,
for you out there.
No, it's really positive.
Brilliant. Obviously, last year we had the voucher out, the charity voucher, and we brought her back to yourselves in September when we were here last. Have you been able to do much with her since then, with COVID? Or
no, it's been really restricted, obviously with the COVID lockdowns and the chosen charities that we support with the children's charities. Obviously it's really strict on visiting, so there's nothing like that, unfortunately. But on the plus side, there's been some really generous donations. We're just shy of 30,000 so far, which is much better than expected. In a good year, we would like to have raised a lot more, but obviously in the current situation with COVID, really positive. It was on display at a local auction recently with Cheffins at the Malcolm Beaton sale, and we had some bits of machinery we donated, which then sold under the hammer, which made a good price, which brought some nice money in, and many kind people donated to the cause, and which is great because obviously charities are really struggling at the moment, so any donation is greatly received, and we look forward to pushing her on, and hopefully later this year and going into next year we'll be pushing her hard and bringing some money to those charities.
That is absolutely brilliant. And last time we were here, we spotted that lovely Fendt 824 favourite that you had around the yard. You're after really upsetting me now and telling me she's in pieces.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, she's in a few bits at the moment, just doing some jobs to her. She's been working away, doing some muck away for the site on a 20-ton JPM dump trailer. Been a great tool. Obviously, she's going to stay here as she's a bit of a yard tractor and do a bit of haulage locally and deliver the odd trailer. We're just giving her a bit of a birthday on a few lights and hydraulic fittings and bits and pieces, so she'll soon be back in action again.
Exactly, keeping her clean.
That's right.
And another thing that caught my eye, you've also took on Bailey trailers. That's
right, and we're stocking Bailey trailers along with the JPM trailers, which are obviously built in Ireland. So obviously, as you know, we like to keep stock. We have over 60 trailers on order which are due to land here in the coming weeks, so there'll be a massive stock of trailers available for immediate delivery. Obviously there's been a big backlog on delivery times with COVID situations, so we've put a lot into stock to put here on display. So trailers for harvest, dump trailers, low loaders, JPM and Bailey will be available from stock to drive away with.
That's absolutely brilliant, George.
Something to look forward to.
I'm glad you're doing so well anyway with everything that's going on, and thank you very much for having us out today.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.